All right, so we have the end of Mr. Beast. Hopefully it's not the end. I love Mr. Beast so damn much. The reason why I love him is because this dude has helped tons of people. I'm not gonna sit here and say he's the best person in the world, but he's definitely nothing close to the worst. And people, a lot of people are just having so much hate around his name. We have Young Don here reacting to another video, and we're just gonna watch Young Don because Young Don has recently came back to YouTube, and he's one of my favorite YouTubers ever. And yeah, I love this man so much.
So, today we will be covering the Mr. Beast controversy, which has had the entire YouTube commentary space in a death grip for the.
No, like literally. If we literally go on any YouTube commentary channel except Penguins, we literally see everybody talking about this. Everyone is racking views. So many small channels racking views. They're just getting, it's just on a complete frenzy. It's absolutely wild. And it's just like, wow. Again, like Mr. Beast, like, I don't want him to fall. I don't, man. Like, him being at the top feels much better than someone like T Series or PewDiePie being at the top, or like you get what I'm saying. Mr. Beast being at the top just it's just normal. I feel like that's great.
Better part of the last month. It would seem as if it's impossible to log into the YouTube app and go on the homepage without
Look
seeing.
at this, like the end of Mr. Beast. It's over, and wow. And Sunny V2 predicted everything. I recorded that video. I need to upload it very soon. Sunny V2, man, he predicted it. He predicted he predicted Mr. Beast's career, and he warned him. He warned Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast isn't even the bad person here. And they're constantly, and I mean constantly reviewing the exact same information about how um Dogpack is just talking about the illegal lotteries. These guys are really just nitpicking and all this extra nonsense. Really, like Mr. Beast hasn't done anything wrong, but he allowed stupid people to stay in his territory, and that's what the fuck happened.
At least some new video being produced, giving us more information, more allegations. This all, of course, started off with his best friend and longtime co host, this person, Ava Chris Tyson, who has been exposed for being just a weirdo, a creep, exchanging explicit messages and being inappropriate with minors, particularly boys. And so it would seem as if the internet collectively came together and pat this man up, got him out of here, and good riddance.
Facts.
But as time would reveal to us, that was only the beginning. It was only scratching the surface, with some of these allegations pointing directly at the man at the very top. Now, I'll be honest with you, I haven't cared much about the various things that have been alleged about Mr. Beast and his organization. Yes, I am super happy they they got this dude out of here. This
Me
Ava Chris
too.
Dyson dude.
Me
He
too.
was a very powerful propaganda tool that was being used by a certain agenda to push a satanic, evil worldview on young children. As most people are aware who know Mr. Beast, they know that his content appeals most to children. And so, having this person as a main character in the videos was a way of normalizing this dysfunctional mental illness and teaching young children that this was normal and okay and to be accepted. So, getting that
Facts.
guy out of there was a win for the internet.
A
But
W.
various other things have come out against Mr. Beast and his organization. Allegedly, him and his team have become involved in supposedly illegal lotteries where they would try to incentivize children to go and buy his little chocolate bars and give them the impression that in doing so they could potentially become rich or wealthy or win expensive things and things of that nature. And there's also the news that he was hosting some kind of a game show where people weren't
And
being treated.
it's only two things. Those are the only two things so far. I also saw a video on Mutahar where he said he hired a criminal. I'm not too sure about that. I only saw like the first 5 minutes of it because I was like at church or whatever, so I just completely ended up forgetting about the video entirely. But I think he also even hired a criminal as well. Like there's just a whole bunch of weird stuff, and people just keep on unraveling it because it all goes back to that quote, and that quote is so important. People love to see a hero, but what they love to see more is a hero fall. People just love to see heroes fall. They don't give a fuck about all these they just want Mr. Beast to fucking fall, bro. All these alligators, like, they're just unraveling it, and they're doing all of it now because there's so much controversy on his name. People are weird.
Did well, people weren't being fed properly, given water, given medicine. And there was also the allegation that a lot of his videos are faked or staged. And when it comes to those things, I'll be real with you. I haven't really cared much. These are interesting things. I'm not saying they're not important. I'm not saying these things don't deserve attention. It's just me as a almost 30-year-old father of two little girls. I have a full-time job working in construction. There are literally babies being slaughtered halfway around the world right now in a war between Israel and Palestine. Mr. Beast conning some kid into buying a chocolate bar with his mommy's money.
On
It
God,
really just doesn't
doesn't
me
move.
like that.
It shouldn't really move anybody. Literally, he just got a kid to buy a simple chocolate bar. There are YouTubers that have done much worse scams. We've talked about them, and they're still on this platform to this day, chilling, bro, not giving a flying fuck, and they're worried about this simple ass illegal lottery, bro. Like it's just a fucking chocolate bar, bro, and like it is very harmless. Like, people are, again, look at the signatures. They were talking about the signatures. That shit was not even all that crazy, bro. There are YouTubers that have done tons and tons and tons of worse, and they were on their ass, and they're still on the platform chilling, bro. They're just trying to cancel Mr. Beast because they know he's at the top and they know he has a bright future. People have been preying on his downfall, and this is the perfect opportunity to take him down. That's how people feel.
Chocolate bar with his mommy's money. It really just doesn't move me like that. So after the whole Ava Chris Tyson stuff came out, I haven't really found much motivation to care about the controversy that has been surrounding Mr. Beast. However, pertaining to the recent allegations that have come out concerning Mr. Beast and his brand, there is one aspect, there is one specific thing that came out recently that I have found incredibly interesting and is a perfect opportunity to talk about something very important with you all, especially with young men who wish to have a wife and children in the future, or any young men who are already fathers today, especially if you are the father of a girl. And to help us understand the context of this situation, we will be watching
August the
the
Duck.
Mr. Beast allegations are worse than ever by this YouTuber, August the Duck. So let's go ahead and watch this video and learn more.
Now, in this video, he interviews a former MrBeast employee named Jake Weddle, who has quite a lot to say about how things are done on the MrBeast YouTube channel. Now, we're only going to be looking at a very small portion of this video, just a few minutes, but I would recommend that you give this full video a watch because it's pretty eye-opening and it confirms a lot of things that a lot of people have been thinking for quite some time. One of the most important things they talk about, I think, is that Jake was supposed to be a part of a video where he attempted to spend 100 days in solitary confinement, and it went terribly. He was basically tortured, and it was just an awful situation that MrBeast went on to recreate multiple times. We're going to be taking a look at the last, 5 minutes of the interview, where Dogpack404 questions Jake Weddle about if he ever heard of sexual misconduct within the company outside of Ava Chris Tyson. And his answer to that is what we're going to watch now. Now, I'm going to let the clip play out in full because I feel like talking about this clip without showing you guys the tweet that followed it would kind of be pointless, because the tweet we're going to be looking at makes this clip go from somebody saying something that looks really bad but who knows what's the actual story behind it, to this clip being something that might genuinely have the potential to ruin the MrBeast channel, which is something that previously I really didn't think was possible. The clip is about 2 minutes.
Wow. Okay, this is about to get really serious. Okay. Whoa. I thought that there would be. It's only getting crazier, but I thought that there would just be a little bit of stuff. Hold on. What the hell's going on?
It's long, and here it is.
Outside of Ava Chris Tyson, did you notice any or hear about any sexual misconduct at the company?
I've heard rumors. I can't confirm or deny anything. I don't have any tangible evidence, but I've heard stuff if it could be investigated, that'd be great. But it's like water cooler talk. But I've heard things. Yes, of course. I heard people have been let go for sexually assaulting some very young people. The idea that Jimmy didn't know or that Jimmy was covering stuff up. He didn't want stuff to come out. He's very careful about his image. The tangible proof that he knew but covered it up. How do you prove that, Well, there was a known sex offender, registered sex offender, convicted sex offender on the registry and everything who worked there. And you can, someone pees in public, you're on the registry, you get it. You can still have a job after you're on that's one thing. You go to prison, you get rehabilitated, that's one thing. If you do your time, that's fine. I think there should be rehabilitation in this country. But that guy, from what I hear, I can't confirm or deny, from what I hear, he's on the registry for doing some not great stuff to some underage people. And they knew that. He's working at a channel that has underage people on and around and is targeted to underage people. And they covered up the fact that not only did he work there, but he was like the manager when it all started. And that he knew, and because he'll be in videos, he'll be in thumbnails, he'll be around. And whenever he's wearing a mask. Why would you wear a mask? Why would you conceal your face? It's like, what are you concealing? That you are a registered sex offender? And that your face could be looked up on a thing? How much more can you literally cover up a sex?
Why is he talking like that? This man is stuck
No,
on
facts,
stage.
facts. Why is he talking like that? But even then, what the hell, bro? I'm shocked. Wow. Okay. Oh, so that's what. Oh. So that's what the five in because I only watched 5 minutes of the Mudahar video, and this is what he was explaining. But Mudahar he only showed the part where he said you can be a criminal and still get a job and all that, and I did not see the part before that. And then he just started reading on a whole bunch of stuff, and honestly, I wasn't paying attention like that because I was just getting ready for church. But bro, it was like, dang, oh, I get it now. Yeah, but let's hear what Young Don has to say.
You are a registered
This
sex
this starting to make
offender?
so much more sense.
On a thing? How much more can you literally cover up a sex?
Why is he talking like that? This man is stuck on stage. That's to quote Charleston White. It's just something I've noticed. Also, I can't help but call this out. This haircut right here, this is the white guy's version of the dreads with the fade. You know how every
Really?
black dude, young black guy, and his brother now has dreads, the high top dreads with the fade and all that? This look right here with the mustache and the mullet, this is the white guy's version of that. You know what makes it even more funny? The
What?
guy who's actually
guys.
making this video that we're reviewing right now has the exact same haircut. Dude is rocking this style right now. Just an observation. But anyway, back to the video.
People follow trends. That's just how it goes. Like me personally, I always wanted dreads as a kid, so it looks like I'm following a trend. I don't know where this dreadhead epidemic came from. Bro, I don't know. I mean, it was on TikTok, but bro, I don't know. One day after 2020, in 2022, bro, I just saw every nigga around me with dreads. It made me not want to get dreads. I was like, bro, what the heck? I see everybody around me with dreads. I mean everyone. You know what I'm saying? Me, I really wanted dreads because I've always wanted them as a kid.
Rocking this style right now. Just an observation. But anyway, back to the video.
At one point,
Okay, so this is what caused me to break my promise on not making any more Mr. Beast videos because holy... This is insane. From just this clip alone, this looks absolutely terrible. You've got an RSO working at a YouTube channel that not only targets children as their audience, but also includes children in a lot of their videos. An RSO who is on the registry not for some sort of victimless crime like this guy mentioned, like peeing in public or something, but for something that involved an individual between the ages of 1 and 11. Couple that with the fact that he's wearing a mask in the video they were showing when nobody...
Oh, so that's what he was saying. Oh, if you pee in public, but this is a actual sex. Oh shit, this could be the end. Yo, this actually could be the end of Mr. Beast. Real shit. This could be the genuine end, and it was all because of the people around him. it was all because of Mr. Beast will fall because of the people around him. It literally wasn't even his fault. He fell because of the people around him, bro. People doing mischievous stuff. This is why I'm good on a huge team. I'm good on high school friends. I'm good, bro. I'ma do it myself. Cause I'm not trying to have none of that shit on me, bro. This dude is literally about to fall because of idiots. Like actual retards. Why are they here? Who hired them? Did he not see this? Like, bro, like Mr. Beast, dude.
And 11. Couple that with the fact that he's wearing a mask in the video they were showing when nobody else is. There's really only so many reasonable conclusions you can come to. Now, once this video went live, it did not take people a very long time to find out this guy's real name and confirm that he is in fact on the registry for a crime with a victim aged 1 to 11. Screenshots of his registry info are all over Twitter. I'm not going to show that because YouTube will probably not like that, but pretty much everything that this guy said has been confirmed to be true, not only by random people on Twitter, but also by a tweet made by the RSO's brother-in-law, Jake the Viking, another former Mr. Beast employee. Here's what it reads. Here's the truth. Yes, Delaware is my brother-in-law. I didn't include this in the clip, but the nickname of the RSO is Delaware. Yes, he is an RSO. When he was 21, a 16-year-old girl...
Wait, what did he say?
His brother-in-law, Jake the Viking...
Because he said something before that. My fault. I'm so sorry. Did not want to go back.
Truth. Yes, Delaware is my brother-in-law. I didn't include this in the clip, but the nickname of the RSO is Delaware. Yes.
Oh.
He is an RSO. When he was 21, a 16-year-old girl accused him and others of sexual assault when she was 11. Delaware took a plea deal. That's why there was no jail time, but he still had...
16-year-old girl accused him of assault when she was 11. Delaware took a plea deal. That's why there was no jail time, but he still had to register. His nickname isn't Delaware because I can't go back to Delaware. He's from Delaware. Oh, the dumbest thing I've ever heard. He's been back several times. That was... Oh, shit, bro.
To register. His nickname isn't Delaware because he can't go back to Delaware. He's from Delaware. This is another part of the clip that I did not include, but Jake Weddle said he heard rumors that the guy's nickname was Delaware because he wasn't allowed to go back to Delaware. That was the dumbest thing I've ever heard. He's been back several times.
Oh, okay, that's what Jake said. Okay, that's okay. So that's why they nicknamed him Delaware, but that's not true. He can always go back. Oh, okay. Okay. He was hired before I was and it was actually the reason I got hired at Mr. Beast. Dang, before being hired. Delaware sat down with Jimmy and Sue, Jimmy's mom, and explained to them everything. So yes, Jimmy knew. What the hell? That's why he texted that. I mean, this is why Jake the Viking tweeted that. Jimmy knew. But again, this incident happened in 2010. Delaware was hired in 2017/18. Delaware, damn, this happened in 2010. Damn. Was also let go from the company before I was. Delaware was supposed to be behind the scenes manager, but in a couple videos he was asked to partake because we needed people. He was reluctant, especially in the Straight Jacket video. Oh, because of his charges. So that's why he wore a mask. Oh.
Delaware. That was the dumbest thing I've ever heard. He's been back several times. He was hired before I was and was actually the reason I got hired at Mr. Beast. Before being hired, Delaware sat down with Jimmy and Sue, Jimmy's mom, and explained to them everything. So yes, Jimmy knew. But again, this incident happened in 2010. Delaware was hired in 2017/2018. Delaware was also let go from the company before I was. Delaware was supposed to be a behind-the-scenes manager, but in a couple videos, he was asked to partake because we needed people. He was reluctant, especially in the Straight Jacket because of his charges, and that's why he wore the mask. Delaware's charges are set to be dropped this fall. Delaware has been nothing but a good person, an amazing husband to my sister, and the best father to my 2 nieces that I could ever ask for. They want no part in this and want to...
Oh, the brother-in-law. Okay. Oh, so yeah, that's how he got to know him because he's... Oh, that's his sister. That's his sister's husband. Okay. Delaware's charges are set to be dropped this fall. Delaware has nothing but a good person, husband to my sister, the best 2 nieces could ever ask for. They want no part in this and just want to live their lives from the limelight. I understand why anyone will be upset and frustrated over these allegations, and I don't blame them. Of course, hurting kids in any way completely unacceptable, but in this case, Delaware, I firmly believe he did nothing wrong and look forward to the day these charges are dropped. Thank you.
To just live their lives away from the
Wow.
limelight.
So he
I
already
understand
knew.
why anyone
I
would be
mean-
upset and frustrated over these
I
allegations.
mean, bro, like, let's be honest here. He is an RSO, but that happened 8 years ago. I mean, we don't really know. Damn, I don't know how to. I don't know how to. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know. I have nothing to say, bro.
And I do not blame
Jeez.
them. Hurting kids in any way is completely unacceptable. But in the case of Delaware, I firmly believe he did nothing wrong and look forward to the day these charges are dropped. Thank you. Okay, there's a lot to unpack here.
First and foremost, it was incredibly unwise for Mr. Beast to choose to work with this person. Of all the
Yes.
people that you could hire
Of
for a position,
and yeah, okay, yeah. No, I do have something to say. Why did he choose? Like he could. What? Why is he a manager? Why is an RSO a manager, bro? Even I don't care. That's right. What that happened 7 to 8 years ago. Why is he a manager, bro? Huh?
position like that, why would you give it to a convicted child? Now it sounds like he had some kind of story, some kind of alibi. Oh, he didn't really do it, but somehow got hit with a charge and had to take a plea and all of that. And look, this happened when he was younger, apparently, right? If you do the math, according to the tweets that were put out by his brother-in-law, he would have been 16 and the girl would have been 11.
11.
when this whole thing went
Oh. At the time, he was 16 and she was 11. So then that happened in 2010. 7 years later, he would be 23 and she would be 18. I thought, oh,
down.
wow.
His brother-in-law, he would have been 16 and the girl would have been 11 when this whole thing went
That
down.
is disgusting.
And now, if you follow through on the math, that would make him about 30 years old today. And can people change?
Yes.
Should people have second chances in life? Sure. But you don't got to be the guy to give him a second chance. And
Yes.
especially if your business is around children. Your business targets children.
Why is he a manager?
Children a lot in the
What
videos.
was he
You
managing?
saw minors a lot in the videos. I don't know what this dude and his mother, Jimmy's mother, was thinking hiring this guy. Incredibly stupid. And
Yes,
in light
very
of
dumb.
the other
Like,
allegations
is this
that have
like
come out,
this dude? Is he even related to Mr. Beast? Is this dude even like related to him, bro? Like, bro, Mr. Beast, why the fuck did you hire this guy? Why did you make him a manager? That is a fact. Damn, I'm not. I'm gonna stop talking. Let's watch.
regarding Ava Chris Tyson, and at this point there are more than allegations. There's hard evidence showing that this dude is a certified weirdo. It really makes you look at this Jimmy Donaldson person sideways. Look at him a little bit suspiciously, because he seems to not only attract but consciously like to keep around these sexual deviants, these perverts in his inner circle, it would seem. So it's really
Very
got to
true.
make you think. And this is not just about judging a person's morality or character based on their past actions. This is about the fact that he knowingly put a person in a position of power within a corporation that targets minors. Not only was this stupid, but it potentially could have been dangerous.
It
You
could
don't
have been
know
very-
who this man truly is. You don't know who he is behind closed doors. You don't know if his demons have truly been resolved. And so putting him in that place, very stupid. But all that aside, this brings up a very important point that I would like to make, that this presents an opportunity to make. And that is the importance of protecting our daughters, protecting our sisters, our young girls. Whenever a situation like this happens, all the attention is always focused on the predator. It's always focused on the person, and not enough conversation is had about the failures of the fathers, the men, the mothers, the society in protecting these children. I have two young daughters, a 2-year-old and a 1-year-old. And the position that I have taken with my wife is that under no circumstances are our daughters ever to be left alone with a male that is not me. It is a statistical fact that most sexual abuse is perpetrated by people who are close to the victim, family, friends, family members. These are the people who most oftentimes abuse children and take advantage of girls because it doesn't take very long for abuse to happen. And whenever these testimonies come out about young girls being touched by an uncle, by a cousin, by a whatever, it's always, "Oh, nobody knew," or "I can't believe so and so did this." Most of the time, you're not going to see it coming. You don't know what these people are getting into behind closed doors, what kind of sick, perverted things they might be watching on the internet. And so, me personally, I'm not interested in taking chances where that is concerned. To keep it 100 with you, we don't even make it a habit of leaving our children with anybody without one of us being present. We are far more comfortable with leaving them with, grandmas and aunties and, my sister and, women.
Sure.
But
For sure.
even then, you still don't want to make a habit out of that. That's our perspective because there are other things that can go wrong besides sexual abuse. Just there are all kinds of negligence that happens when someone just isn't your child. When you
Yes.
leave your child in the care of someone who isn't their
Their parent.
they are just not going to love them or care for them or be mindful of them to the
They
extent.
wouldn't care about their actions as much. No, they wouldn't. And so it just brings me back to like what was happening. So he was 16, she was 11. What the heck happened? But like that's really just the main questions. Like, how did all of that happen? How did that go down? What did he do to her? Like, where were they at? Like, how did this all even start? Did they have a phone? So these are very important things. And yes, that is very true. Make sure your children, it always starts with family members too. Facts. You just would never know. Like, wow. Like you just wouldn't know. Like a family member, bro? Come on, bro. You're tripping. You're tripping, bro. You're actually tripping. I can't even trust my own family member to be around my daughter. It's real. That's real. It's just maybe an uncle, maybe a cousin. It's just wow.
Love them or care for them or be mindful of them to the extent that you will. I don't care what anyone says. No one can love a child more than a loving parent. Why was this little girl being unsupervised? 11 years old, that's a child. And this is what happens when you send your daughters to public school. This is what happens when you enroll your daughters in extracurricular activities where there isn't someone you trust present to supervise said activities. This is what happens when you let your daughters go outside and play with the neighborhood kids unsupervised. This is what happens when you give your daughters access to social media and the internet. And this is where society is failing us. We live in a society that tries to preach unrestricted freedom. And so I just want to urge you, young men, young fathers, don't allow your family members, friends, society to tell you that you are being overprotective or going to extremes if you decide to put certain safeguards in place that ensure that your daughters will never be in a position where they are not being supervised by someone that you trust. And like I said, I don't care who you are in terms of blood. I'm not leaving my daughters with a male by herself, by themselves, because it only takes one incident to rob the innocence of your child. It only takes a few seconds, less than a couple of minutes, to permanently scar that child for life. So that's what I wanted to say about that. As pertaining to Jimmy Donaldson,
And I'll never forget there was a video where I think it was like insults from childhood, and it was like a 40-year-old woman, bro. I'll never forget. She was crying so hard. And she just said she was like 7 years old, I think, trying to play the piano. And her mom and dad just said, "You're not good enough." And that just scarred her for life. Like, what? Like, and it's just crazy to me, like, bro, like, I have pushed my life out these last, bro, I've literally became something different. And, like, bro, I just cannot wait till I hit that high amount of subscribers to truly show y'all everything I've ever done. Like, by then, all I've been thinking about my whole life is literally just changing the fucking world. Like, absolutely flipping this shit upside down, bro. Like, completely, bro. Like, changing it. This world will just be completely different when I leave. It's just been the goal, bro.
Mr. Beast, what is his fate? What is going to come of him? Is this the end of the Mr. Beast brand? I highly doubt it.
Me neither.
I personally don't think anything is going to happen to Mr. Beast. So far, nothing criminal has been alleged about his person or his character. Sure, he may have mishandled some of these events, and sure, he may have been misleading children into thinking that his videos are 100% unscripted and authentic. But the worst that I can foresee coming out of that is maybe some kind of a lawsuit, some class action lawsuit. I'm not a lawyer, but in a nutshell, maybe he'll have to fork out some money. But here's the thing, the Mr. Beast organization is valued at over $1.5 billion. The Mr. Beast brand, over $1.5 billion. Large, successful commercial
That's
companies doing nefarious things and getting away with it has been a thing
Since
the
beginning of
of
time.
American capitalism.
Like, come
I'm
on.
reminded of the chemical company DuPont. Now, DuPont is a company, a chemical company, that invented non-stick pans. They invented Teflon pans. And there is an entire Netflix movie about DuPont and the fact that the chemicals they were using to achieve this non-stick characteristic of these cookwares, they were toxic, right? Cooking with these pans caused chemicals that do not ever break down within the body, that linger within the body. These chemicals would seep into the food and they would poison the people who were eating using these non-stick pans. Furthermore, the plants, the chemical plants themselves, would dump their waste products into the drinking supply of the city that the plant was located in. And so the entire city, even the ones that weren't purchasing these products made by DuPont, they were being poisoned by drinking the water. And many people got cancer. Thousands of people were horribly affected by the situation. We had women having miscarriages and stillborn births and children being born with birth defects. All kinds of insane things happened. They're truly something approximating to a war crime. You want to know how much DuPont is worth in today's money? As of today, DuPont is worth $32.78 billion. DuPont is doing just fine. Even after all of this came out, even after they got hit with all the bad press and the fines, movies, documentaries, DuPont is doing
Just fine.
and similarly, Mr. Beast is also doing just fine. In the midst of all of this controversy, all of these exposed videos that are being made, oh, it's over for Mr. Beast, it's done, Mr. Beast is finished. He has gained 6 million subscribers in the last 30 days. In the midst of the heat.
Holy
6 million.
crap.
That's more subscribers than 99.9% of YouTube channels will ever achieve in their entire life. He gained that in the last month. The most subscribed YouTube channel on the platform. In the last 30 days, he has amassed over 2 billion views. That's over 2,000 million views, guys. How much money has that generated? Somewhere in the ballpark of, $5 to $9 million. Not to mention he is still selling his products, not to mention brand deals that he may be getting. This man is not going anywhere.
Nowhere.
Unless some kind of heinous criminal allegation with hard evidence comes out pertaining to Jimmy Donaldson himself, I don't see the Mr. Beast brand going anywhere. Yeah, it may have taken a small hit, a temporary hit, but he's employ the best lawyers.
Bro,
The
guess what? Facts. Mr. Beast has the best lawyers, the best everything. Mr. Beast hasn't really done anything wrong. Now, if Mr. Beast was an actual convicted, you know, pedo, like, or rapist, something seriously bad, or like a murderer, or like just bad himself, lawyers can't get him out of that. His channel has to go. Simple. But nothing is happening to Mr. Beast himself. Nothing. Chris Tyson is gone forever. That dude is never coming back. We don't know where he is. He's gone. Where he's out, which is good. The other dude that was a straight up a RSO is out for good. Mr. Beast staying for good. So nothing is gonna happen to this dude. He's not moving anywhere. He's not going anywhere. He is here and he's going to continue to keep making YouTube videos, bro. And honestly, I'm happy. I'm glad he's continuously making videos. He should keep on making videos. And that's just what he should do.
the best PR people. Whatever Mr. Beast is doing right now, if you ever want to become a YouTuber and you find yourself in a bit of controversy, do this. Be quiet.
Facts.
Whatever he's doing right now, just know that he's taking the advice of the best that money can buy. This man is loaded. He has an entire team that is scrubbing his comment section of anything negative, anything pertaining to this. He's controlling the narrative. He might even be buying subs. He might even be buying views. Oh, what? I don't know. I can't have
Something. Yeah, that's another thing. Mr. Beast is loaded with so much money, bro. Nobody, and I mean nobody, is gonna take him down. It's impossible. And he's gonna start threatening to sue people. Dogpack isn't gonna go out too good. He is getting so much views off of this situation, and it's horrible. Mr. Beast though, he's gonna continue to go up. And oh yeah, I didn't mention this, but in about 6 months from now, everyone is gonna forget about this. Literally everyone is gonna forget. Like the internet is just gonna forget about
but
this.
The point is that it doesn't seem like this is going to sink the Mr. Beast ship. You know, he's on some rocky waters right now, but honestly, I think within a year, everyone would have forgotten about this, and he will have gone back to producing videos that get 50 to 100 million views. Just is what it is. So that's my take on the current Mr. Beast situation. I'd like to know what you think down below in the comment section. I look forward to reading your comments. Make sure you like the video. Thank you for watching. Peace out.
So yeah, that was a very good video. I need to use the bathroom. Anyways, Mr. Beast, he ain't going anywhere, which I'm glad. And these haters, they need to get out of his face.